Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing God of War Ascension on Titan difficulty, and this is my No Upgrade Run Plus. We're currently on Chapter 13 of 30. It is entitled Passage to Delphi. I found it funny that the first time you use the Amulet of Ouroboros over here to heal something, when there is a stop point, the game doesn't inform you about that. In fact, it doesn't inform you about the stop points until you get to the island of Delos. And by that time, you've already done it, and you should have had the tutorial right on this chapter. So a stop point is any point when you're healing something, when the game wants you to move forward or platform up to something or over to something or sidle to something else, and then continue to heal from another position. Well, we had to do that over there. There was a stop point. It's a slowdown moment when you're healing something, so look for objects to slow down and then interact with. But this is, like I was talking about, this is quite a glitchy game. The Amulet of Ouroboros trial over here is quite strange. Now, what happens over here, if you get to the checkpoint, then reset the checkpoint instantly, I think 4 different things could happen. The gate with no enemies could open. So you just have the gate opening. You could have the gate... I mean, when I say open, I mean it goes up and then it goes down. Like the fight is over at that point. You could have this situation where the gate is up and you get what you should have. Or you could have the gate go up with one shield enemy. Or you could have... I think there's one other scenario, but it's like, why do they let that kind of stuff happen? This is a AAA game, but Jesus. But if you get the situation where you can also, you could also get the gate to be down on this moment with these guys, and then you can't interact with them anymore. So when I said quite glitchy, that's exactly what I was talking about. So you don't want any scenario where the gate goes down. You want the gate to go down at the end of the fight. Okay? You want to get the shield from the shield enemy and let it drop into the environment. Don't pick it up unless you already have a shield. Okay? But from that gate, from the shield enemy, you cannot pick up, you cannot make that shield enemy, who is now just a sword enemy, you cannot make him drop his sword on this scenario. I don't know how it is for other scenarios, but I think what it is you can only get one weapon from an enemy, and they only let you get the shield if it's a shield enemy. But you want to make sure to make this next part easier for yourself. We're gonna have a much better way of doing this. I had the wrong clip in the last video, that's why I had to redux this video. Get the sword from one of the 2 sword satyrs. Leave the shield here in the environment. I'm going to just walk down here, just show you. And then nothing can prevent the run back. However, now that you have this sword in your possession and another sword coming up, you can use both of those swords to do discards on the 2 armored satyrs. Or you can throw one of the swords at the siren and then do some damage on her. And then grab her, stun the other ones, grab the other sword with the iframes, you'll be safe. Throw it at a satyr, and then you should be good. But you should have no problem doing this part, except if you're having problems with the siren individually. But this is not a fight where that happens. This is a fight where you have 2 difficult sets of enemies paired together. Now, after this fight, though, the great thing is that you can go back and pick up that shield. So you get 2 weapons over here to use as discard tools. So what I do is I just throw it at the siren, pick this one up, grab her, do area damage to the other one, stun them, grab this one, and I still have a shield. I'm sorry, I still have a sword. So I can still use the sword on the goat. And I know somebody corrected it, but goat, satyr, I just use those 2 interchangeably. Now you can focus on the siren in this difficult, narrow area. Believe me, you can't even walk near a siren when she's doing her incantations. If there's any yellow around here, you can potentially get damaged. So what I like to do, did you see how it looked like she slipped out of my launch? Well, she didn't actually slip out of my launch. I got over to her too late to start launching. So that's what happens there. So get over to her quickly. Try to punch her. Oh, she did I think it's a unblockable heavy attack. But what I'd like to do is run up to her, uppercut her, then quickly get over to her, and then launch her. Build up my rage while I'm hitting her in the air as much as I can. And then by the time she drops, she should be near to grabbable status. But you could loop this, actually, if you're quick about it, and she shouldn't give you too much of a problem. See, now we could just stun her. You might not be able to perfectly loop her. She might do some hijinks, as she always does. But I just wanted to mention that you can go back. Believe me, I wouldn't lie to you. You can go back and get that shield that's in the environment. So right now, you have 0 weapons. And right now, also you want to grab the shield. As if I didn't say it enough, right? Because the shield is the best tool. You want to go back and grab that shield. Do you want to use the shield over here? No. Definitely don't do that. You are going to get your weapon taken away from you once we get to Delos Landing. But you'll quickly be able to re-get your shield. So don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm not going to waste your time by running all the way back up that long hill. See, I was just trying to show you that you should go back. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to go to the very end of the chapter. But remember, go back, grab the shield, and that fight should have been very easy for you because you had those discard methods there and then also the methods I showed you with the Siren, all right? So, Chapter 13 is all finished up. I will see you in Chapter 14. For Bic Benedict Productions, please take care.